stop. Right now, wherever you are, think about the last time you said, "I'll start tomorrow." How many times have you promised yourself, "Tomorrow I'll wake up early, I'll work on my goals, I'll stop procrastinating," but tomorrow never came, did it? Here's the harsh truth. Tomorrow is a lie. You've been putting things off for so long, and the only thing that's guaranteed is that you're wasting time you'll never get back. You're stuck in the cycle of waiting for the perfect moment that will never come. But there's hope. You can change today, and I'll show you exactly how to break free from this cycle and take control of your life. Now that we've caught their attention, let's dive into the first step of the content. Step 1. The harsh reality you're avoiding. Every single day, you wake up with the best of intentions. You tell yourself, "Today's the day I'm going to get everything together. Today's the day I'm going to start taking action." But as soon as you open your eyes, you feel overwhelmed. You feel like there's too much to do, too many things to handle, and your mind starts spiraling. What do? You tell yourself, "I'll do it tomorrow. I just need more time to prepare." Sound familiar? But here's what you're really saying when you tell yourself, "tomorrow." You're avoiding the hard truth. Tomorrow's just an excuse. Every time you delay, you're not moving forward. You're actually moving backward. You're wasting your time. What's worse? The more you tell yourself that tomorrow is the day you'll start, the further you get from your goals and the deeper you sink into procrastination. Why does this happen? Because of one simple thing. You're waiting for the perfect moment to start. But let me ask you this. When will that perfect moment ever come? You've been waiting for weeks, months, maybe even years, hoping for the right time. But it's never going to happen. The perfect day to start doesn't exist. It's a lie we tell ourselves to make us feel better about our inaction. The truth is, you must take action now. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. If you keep waiting, you'll keep putting off your dreams and time will pass you by. It's time to face the truth. If you don't start now, you never will. Step 2. Winning the morning, the foundation of success. How do you start your day? What's the first thing you do when you open your eyes? If your answer is, "I hit snooze and lay there for a few more minutes," then let's face it, you're already losing. And here's why. Your morning determines your day. Every day, the first decision you make when you wake up shapes everything that comes after it. It's the moment when you decide to either take control or let the day take control of you. The first thing most people do is hit snooze, roll back into their cozy blankets, and ignore the responsibilities that await them. That's where it all starts, the moment you decide to stay in bed. That extra 5 minutes of comfort might seem harmless, but it's actually training your brain to prioritize comfort over action, laziness over productivity. So, how do you change that? You need to win the morning. The first victory of your day is the one that happens the moment your alarm goes off. The moment you open your eyes, you have a choice. You can either lie back and succumb to the comfort of your bed, or you can act immediately. Get out of bed, take a deep breath, and begin your day with purpose. It's about building a habit of action. The secret to success isn't about waiting until you feel ready or waiting for motivation to strike. Success is built on discipline. Discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Here's the trick. Do one thing immediately after you wake up, whether it's making your bed, drinking a glass of water, or doing a quick stretch. Do something. This small act signals to your brain that you're in control. You're not a slave to your emotions. You're not letting laziness dictate your day. You're taking charge. And as you build this habit of winning the morning, you'll see how everything else in your life begins to shift. Small wins lead to bigger wins. Step 3. Breaking free from the lie of motivation. Let's face it, motivation is a myth. We've all been there. You wake up full of hope, ready to conquer the day. You tell yourself, "Today is the day I'm going to make things happen." But then, nothing happens. The motivation fades, your energy vanishes. The tasks pile up, and suddenly you're back where you started, overwhelmed and stuck. Why does this happen? Because motivation is temporary, it's a feeling, and feelings are fleeting. You can't rely on something as unstable as motivation to drive your actions. If you wait for motivation to get started, you'll be waiting for the rest of your life. Think about it. How many times have you felt motivated for a day, a week, or maybe even a month, only to fall back into the same old patterns? We all experience it. But here's the truth. You don't need motivation to take action. The key to long-term success is discipline. Discipline doesn't care if you feel motivated or not. It doesn't care if you're tired or if you're stressed. Discipline shows up no matter how you feel. Take a moment and think about the most successful people you know. Do you think they're always motivated? Of course not. They have bad days too. They have doubts, but they show up anyway. They take action whether they feel like it or not. They don't wait for motivation to strike. They create it through action. Every time you take action, even when you don't feel like it, you're building discipline. And with discipline comes consistency. And with consistency comes results. So forget about motivation. Stop waiting for the perfect moment to feel inspired. Start now and let action bring motivation. Step 4, the power of sacrifice. Success does not come without sacrifice. It's the uncomfortable truth that many people avoid. We want results, but we don't want to pay the price. We want the success without the struggle, the rewards without the effort. But it doesn't work that way. Every great achievement comes at a cost. If you want to be fit, you have to sacrifice the late-night snacks and the lazy evenings on the couch. If you want to build a successful career, you have to sacrifice time spent on mindless entertainment or distractions. If you want to develop skills, you have to sacrifice the immediate pleasure of comfort in exchange for the discomfort of growth. Think about someone who's training for a marathon. Do you think they can reach their goal by lying in bed and waiting for the right time? They sacrifice comfort. They wake up early to run, push their bodies, and face discomfort. Why? Because they understand the truth. Without sacrifice, there is no success. Greatness requires hard choices. The choice to do what others won't, to give up what feels good in the moment for what will pay off in the long run. Sacrifice is not optional. Every successful person you admire has sacrificed something. They've given up their time, their energy, and even their comfort for something greater. They didn't take shortcuts, and they didn't settle for easy. They paid the price. What price are you willing to pay for your success? If you're not willing to give up your comfort zone, if you're not ready to sacrifice what's easy and familiar, you'll stay stuck. You'll keep telling yourself, I'll start tomorrow, but tomorrow will never come, because you haven't made the sacrifices necessary for growth. The price of success is paid in action and sacrifice. If you're serious about changing your life, it's time to let go of what's holding you back, whether it's bad habits, distractions, or the fear of discomfort. Make the sacrifice today. Step 5. Comfort is the enemy of growth. Comfort is a trap. Every time you seek comfort, you take a step back from the growth you're capable of achieving. It's an easy trap to fall into, finding solace in familiar routines, easy pleasures, and avoiding challenges that might stretch you. But here's the hard truth. Comfort will never lead to success. Think about it. When was the last time you made real progress by staying comfortable? Never, right? Real progress, the kind that leads to greatness, is made by pushing yourself past your limits, by doing things that make you uncomfortable, and by facing challenges head-on. Every time you avoid discomfort, you avoid growth. Every time you choose the easy path, you reinforce the habit of staying stagnant. And here's the kicker. Your comfort zone is a prison you create for yourself. The moment you decide to step out of it is the moment you take control of your life. Change starts when you embrace discomfort. This doesn't mean that you should intentionally make things harder for yourself, but it does mean you need to stop avoiding the hard stuff. The hard things, whether it's a tough workout, a challenging project at work, or a difficult conversation, are what shape you into the person you want to be. If you constantly seek comfort, you'll never grow. You'll never push yourself to be better. Success is not found in easy, comfortable moments. It's found in the moments that test you. Look at people who have achieved great things. Athletes, entrepreneurs, innovators. They didn't get to the top by staying in their comfort zones. They embraced discomfort every day. So what's holding you back? It's time to step outside your comfort zone. It's time to start embracing the challenges, the obstacles, and the discomforts that will make you grow. That is where your true potential lies. Step 6. The habit of consistency. Small wins lead to big victories. Most people want success to come quickly. They want to see huge, dramatic changes overnight. But here's the truth. Success is a marathon, not a sprint. What does that mean? It means that the road to greatness is paved with small, consistent actions, repeated every single day. You don't need to make huge leaps every day. You don't need to change your entire life in a week. What you need to do is focus on small wins. Small wins add up, and over time, those small wins will lead to massive transformation. Think about a snowball rolling down a hill. At first, it's small, barely noticeable, but as it picks up momentum, it becomes bigger and bigger until it can no longer be stopped. This is what happens when you commit to consistency. It doesn't matter if you're not seeing immediate, dramatic results. The key is showing up every day and doing the work. Small actions done consistently over time will always outperform short bursts of intense effort. Consider this. If you read just 10 pages a day in a year, that's 3,650 pages, enough to read several books. If you work out for just 20 minutes a day in a year, that's over 7,300 minutes of exercise. That is the power of consistency. Success isn't a one-time event. It's not a breakthrough that comes out of nowhere. Success is made up of the small actions you take every day, even when you don't feel like it. Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for the perfect moment to start. Just do something today, no matter how small. And as you continue these small actions, the snowball of your success will grow bigger and bigger until it becomes inevitable. Step 7. Embracing failure. It's a part of the journey. You know what most people are afraid of? Failure. The fear of failing keeps them stuck, paralyzed by uncertainty, afraid to take risks or step outside their comfort zone. They believe that failure is something to avoid at all costs. But here's the truth. Failure is not your enemy. It's actually one of your greatest allies in the pursuit of success. Why? Because failure isn't the end of the road. It's a necessary step along the way. Every successful person you know has failed countless times. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not the avoidance of failure, but how they respond to it. When you fail, you learn. When you fail, you grow. Failure is simply feedback. You may think you're going to fail and that it will end everything, but failure will never kill your dreams. But it will give you valuable lessons if you let it. Think about Thomas Edison. Do you know how many times he failed before inventing the light bulb? 1,000 times. But when asked about his failures, he said, "I have not failed. I've just found 1,000 ways that won't work." That mindset is what led him to success. Failure isn't something to fear. It's an opportunity to learn, to adjust, and to keep moving forward. The real failure is not trying at all. Here's the secret. If you want to succeed, you need to fail more. Fail often and fail quickly. Don't let failure hold you back. Let it propel you forward. Failure is a sign that you're pushing yourself to grow. When you embrace failure, you stop fearing it. And when you stop fearing it, you begin to take risks, to act boldly, and to move closer to success. The next time you fail, remember this: you're one step closer to success. Step 8. The power of focus. Cutting out distractions. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. Social media, notifications, emails, TV shows, endless scrolls through websites. All of these pull you away from the tasks that matter. And the truth is, every time you give in to a distraction, you're wasting your time and energy, and you're pulling yourself further from your goals. Focus is the key to achieving what you want. The most successful people in the world have one thing in common. They know how to focus. They cut out distractions, they prioritize their goals, and they stay laser-focused on the tasks that move them forward. Now let's be honest. How many times have you sat down to do something important, only to find yourself mindlessly scrolling through Instagram or checking your notifications every 5 minutes? It's time to stop pretending that you can multitask effectively. Multitasking is a lie. It's an illusion that tricks you into thinking you're being productive when, in reality, you're spreading yourself too thin and getting nothing done. The secret to focus is to remove distractions before you even start. Turn off your phone's notifications. Close all irrelevant tabs on your computer. Let the people around you know that you need time to focus. The more distractions you eliminate, the more you can focus on what really matters. But here's the challenge. Focus is a muscle. You have to train it. It's not something that comes naturally. In the beginning, it will be difficult. Your mind will wander, you'll want to check your phone, and you'll feel the urge to procrastinate. But the more you practice focusing on one thing at a time, the stronger that muscle becomes. When you commit to focusing fully on one task, you'll find that you get more done in less time. You'll be more productive, more efficient, and ultimately more successful. So ask yourself, what's distracting you right now? What's pulling you away from your dreams? Cut it out. Focus on what truly matters and watch how your life starts to change. Step 9. Taking responsibility. You are the creator of your own life. It's easy to blame external factors for where you are in life. It's easy to say, I would have succeeded, but I didn't have the right opportunities. Or, if only my circumstances were different, I would have gotten ahead. But here's the cold, hard truth. You are the architect of your own life. Nobody is coming to save you. No one is going to give you a free pass, no matter how hard you try to justify your lack of progress. Your life is your responsibility. You control your actions, you control your mindset, you control your habits, and with that control comes the power to change. Stop blaming others. Stop pointing fingers at circumstances, your past, or anything outside your control. It doesn't matter where you come from or what's happened in the past. What matters is what you do right now. If you're stuck, it's not because of your circumstances. It's because you haven't taken full responsibility for your life. There's no magic formula, no one-size-fits-all solution to success. You must embrace full responsibility for every outcome in your life, both the good and the bad. This means accepting that your failures are just as much a part of you as your successes. When you take responsibility, you give yourself the power to change. When you stop blaming, you free yourself from the chains that are holding you back. What's holding you back today? What excuses are you making? What can you take responsibility for today that will set you on a path toward success? Own your actions, own your decisions, and know that you are the one who gets to shape the future you desire. Step 10. The importance of a growth mindset. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you fail? If your immediate response is to give up, then you need to reframe your thinking. Failure is not the end of the road. It's simply a detour on the path to success. If you have a fixed mindset, you believe that your abilities are set in stone. You think that if you fail, it's a reflection of your worth, your intelligence, or your capability. But this is where so many people go wrong. A fixed mindset limits your potential. What you need is a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that you can improve and develop your abilities through hard work and dedication. It's the understanding that failure is not permanent. It's part of the process. Those who have a growth mindset don't see failure as a reflection of their inability, but as an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. Think about athletes who fall short of their goals. They don't quit. They train harder. They don't see a failed race as an end, but as a stepping stone to future success. Growth happens when you push past the failures and keep going. The same goes for you. Every mistake, every failure, every setback is an opportunity to grow and get better. When you develop a growth mindset, you become unstoppable. You no longer fear failure because you know that each time you fail, you're one step closer to your goal. You learn from your mistakes, you improve your strategies, and you keep moving forward. So how do you cultivate a growth mindset? Embrace challenges. Don't shy away from the hard things. They are the moments that make you stronger. Learn from criticism. Take feedback seriously. It's a tool for improvement, not a reflection of your worth. Celebrate effort. Don't focus only on results. Celebrate the work you put in, the effort you gave. Persevere through setbacks. When things don't go as planned, learn from it and keep pushing forward. A growth mindset will unlock your true potential. It will help you view every obstacle as an opportunity to improve. and every setback is a chance to get better. If you can't find a way, create one. Step 11. Building your discipline muscle. Discipline isn't something that magically appears when you need it. It's a muscle that you must actively build over time, just like any other skill. And the key to mastering discipline is consistency. Here's the truth. No one is born disciplined. Everyone you admire for their discipline, whether it's athletes, entrepreneurs, or successful individuals, has had to work at it day in and day out. The more you practice, the stronger your discipline becomes. And when discipline becomes second nature, it becomes the driving force that propels you toward success. The challenge most people face is that they want instant results. They want to wake up tomorrow with unshakable discipline, but that's just not how it works. Discipline is about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's easy to follow through when everything is going your way, when you feel motivated, when you're energized, when the circumstances are just right. But real discipline shows up when things are hard. When you're tired, when you're unmotivated, when life throws challenges your way, discipline is the force that keeps you going. Think about it this way. Every small action you take, no matter how insignificant it seems, is building your discipline muscle. Let's say you want to get in better shape. It's easy to skip the gym when you're tired, but that's when discipline kicks in. You don't wait for motivation, you go anyway. You push through the discomfort, and the more you show up, the easier it becomes. Building discipline isn't about making huge changes overnight. It's about showing up consistently, doing the things you know you need to do, and following through no matter what. Start small. Commit to doing one thing every day, even if it's just a small action. Over time, those small actions will become habits, and those habits will build your discipline muscle. And when you have that discipline, you'll find that success becomes inevitable. Step 12. Prioritize your time. The most valuable resource, time, is the one thing that you can never get back. Once it's gone forever. Yet so many people squander it, waiting for the right moment or allowing distractions to steal their focus. Time is your most valuable resource, and how you choose to spend it determines everything about your future. You can't control time, but you can control what you do with it. The choices you make today, the way you allocate your time, will shape your future. Every minute you waste is a minute you'll never get back. So ask yourself, how are you spending your time right now? If you're constantly scrolling through your phone, binge watching TV shows, or procrastinating on tasks you know are important, then you're letting distractions rob you of your potential. Time doesn't wait for anyone. And once you let time slip away, you can never get it back. The key to making the most of your time is focus. Instead of juggling tasks and spreading yourself too thin, focus on what really matters. What's the most important thing you need to accomplish today? Prioritize it. Here's a simple method to help you manage your time better. Make a list. Write down everything you need to do. Prioritize. Rank those tasks based on their importance and urgency. Block your time. Set aside specific chunks of time to focus on each task. Eliminate distractions. Turn off notifications. Close unnecessary tabs, and eliminate anything that might steal your focus. By structuring your day and prioritizing your most important tasks, you take control of your time. This method doesn't just help you stay productive. It ensures that you're investing your time into the things that move you closer to your goals. Don't let time control you. Control your time, and you will control your life. Step 13. Building a strong support system. Surround yourself with the right people. One of the most overlooked keys to success is the people you surround yourself with. You've heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This couldn't be more true. The people around you have a significant influence on your mindset, your actions, and your outcomes. Think about the people you interact with on a daily basis. Are they uplifting? Are they pushing you to be better? Or are they dragging you down? If you want to achieve greatness, you need to surround yourself with people who support and encourage your growth. Let me ask you, do the people in your life inspire you to be the best version of yourself? Do they challenge you to grow and take action? Or do they feed into your doubts, procrastination, and excuses? Your environment is crucial to your success. When you're constantly around people who don't believe in you, who are stuck in their own negative patterns, it becomes incredibly difficult to stay motivated and focused. But when you surround yourself with individuals who are driven, who hold themselves accountable, and who believe in your potential, you become unstoppable. You don't need to cut ties with everyone who isn't pushing you forward, but you do need to be intentional about who you allow into your inner circle. The right people will motivate you, challenge you, and hold you accountable. They will lift you up, not bring you down. Here's how you start building your support system. Seek out like-minded individuals. Surround yourself with people who share your vision and your goals. Find mentors. Learn from those who have been where you want to go. Let their experience and guidance help you navigate your own path. Stay away from toxic people. Recognize when someone is holding you back or making you doubt your potential. Distance yourself from negativity. Join communities. Whether online or in person, look for groups or networks that support your personal growth and goals. This will help you stay connected to the right influences. Remember, the people you associate with can either help you grow or keep you stuck. Choose wisely. Step 14. The importance of self-care. You can't pour from an empty cup when you're focused on achieving your goals and pushing yourself to succeed. It's easy to forget about one crucial aspect of success: yourself. You cannot be productive, effective, or successful if you are constantly burning the candle at both ends. The key to long-term success is balance, and that includes taking care of yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally. You've probably heard the saying, you can't pour from an empty cup. If you're not taking care of your own well-being, you'll eventually run out of energy, motivation, and focus. Success without self-care is a recipe for burnout. Self-care isn't just about relaxing on the weekend or taking a vacation every year. It's about consistently investing in your own health, energy, and mental clarity so that you can show up as your best self every day. When you take care of your body and mind, you're giving yourself the foundation you need to achieve everything else. Here's how you can start prioritizing self-care. Rest and recovery. Get enough sleep. Without adequate rest, you won't have the energy you need to perform at your best. Sleep is non-negotiable. Exercise regularly. Your body is your vehicle. When you take care of it, you're able to do the things you need to do with more energy and focus. Aim for daily physical activity that challenges you. Mental health matters. Take time each day to clear your mind. Meditation, journaling, and mindfulness practices can help reduce stress and increase mental clarity. Eat nutritious foods. Your body fuels your performance, so nourish it with wholesome foods that will keep you energized and focused. Set boundaries. Don't let work or other people drain you. Set clear boundaries in your personal and professional life so you can protect your energy. Self-care doesn't mean being selfish. In fact, when you take care of yourself, you're better equipped to help others and achieve your goals. It's an investment that pays off in the long run. If you want to accomplish great things, you must first take care of the most important asset you have: you. Step 15. Taking massive action. The power of moving forward. There's one thing that separates those who achieve great things from those who don't: action. It's simple, really. You can think, plan, and strategize all day long, but nothing happens until you take action. Nothing changes unless you do something. And the reality is, there is no perfect plan. There's no such thing as having everything figured out before you start. The key to success lies in taking massive action, even if you're not 100% ready. How many times have you overthought your next move? How many times have you sat there, analyzing every possibility, waiting for the right time? Guess what? The right time is now. Success doesn't come from waiting. It comes from moving forward, even when you don't have all the answers. Think about the greatest achievers, whether it's an athlete, a business owner, or anyone who's made a significant impact. Do you think they had all the answers before they took action? Number. They took bold steps, learned as they went, adjusted along the way, and grew through the process. Taking massive action doesn't mean you have to do everything at once, but it does mean you need to start. Even if you make mistakes along the way, that's okay. Fail forward. Here's the truth. Progress is made through movement. So if you have a goal, take immediate action today. Start small if you need to, but start now. Every step you take, no matter how small, is progress. If you want to lose weight, don't wait until you're feeling ready. Get up and do something. Take a walk, eat a healthy meal, or do a 10-minute workout. Any action is better than no action. If you want to start a business, don't wait for everything to be perfect. Start working on your idea now. Do research, reach out to potential customers, or create a business plan. The key is momentum. The more action you take, the more momentum you build, and the easier it becomes to keep going. When you move, you create energy, and that energy leads to progress. Step 16, mastering your thoughts. The key to unstoppable success. Have you ever noticed how easily negative thoughts creep in? You wake up with the best intentions, but then those doubts, fears, and insecurities start to surface. What if I fail? What if this doesn't work? I'm not good enough for this. Your thoughts shape your reality. What you believe about yourself, what you tell yourself on a daily basis, will determine what you can and cannot accomplish. If you let negative thoughts control your actions, you'll stay stuck in the same cycle of frustration and failure. But here's the good news. You can control your thoughts. Mastering your thoughts is one of the most powerful things you can do on your journey to success. Your mind is a tool, and like any tool, it can be honed and trained to work for you. It's time to stop letting your thoughts run wild and start taking control. The first step to mastering your thoughts is awareness. Notice when negative or limiting thoughts come up. When you hear that voice in your head telling you that you're not good enough or that you'll never succeed, challenge it. Don't accept those thoughts as truth. Ask yourself, is this thought serving me? Is this thought helping me move toward my goals? Or is it holding me back? The key is to replace negative thoughts with empowering ones. Instead of thinking, I can't do this, think, I can do this and I will figure it out. Instead of focusing on the potential for failure, focus on the potential for growth and success. When you take control of your thoughts, you take control of your life. Your mindset will either make you or break you. Here's a simple exercise to help you start mastering your thoughts. Practice affirmations. Every morning, say positive affirmations that reinforce your belief in yourself and your ability to succeed. You can say things like, I am capable, I am strong, I am making progress every day. This may feel strange at first, but trust me, consistent practice will reprogram your brain to think more positively and confidently. Step 17, embrace the pain of growth. Growth only happens outside your comfort zone. We all like comfort. It feels good, it's easy, it's familiar. But here's the thing, growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. If you want to get stronger, if you want to achieve the next level of success, you have to face discomfort head on. Growth is uncomfortable. It's painful. It requires you to stretch yourself, to push past your limits, and to do things that are difficult, even scary. Let me ask you, when was the last time you truly pushed yourself? When was the last time you stepped outside of your comfort zone and did something that challenged you? Whether it's working harder, learning a new skill, or trying something that scares you, that's where growth happens. Think about a muscle. To make it stronger, you have to stress it. You have to push it beyond its usual limits so it can repair and grow stronger. It's the same with your personal growth. You have to embrace the struggle if you want to grow. It's the struggle that will make you better, stronger, and more resilient. The truth is, you cannot get to where you want to go by staying comfortable. Comfort is a trap. It's a form of stagnation. If you keep settling for what's easy, you will never get what's extraordinary. Real growth happens in the discomfort. Here's how you can start embracing the discomfort of growth. Seek out challenges. The more you challenge yourself, the more you grow. Look for opportunities that push you outside your comfort zone. Do what scares you. Fear is often a sign that you're on the right track. If something scares you, it means you're growing. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. If you can learn to embrace discomfort, you'll unlock your full potential. Remember, the more you embrace the pain of growth, the stronger you become. Step 18, the power of habits, building a successful daily routine. You've heard it said before, your habits shape your life, and it's absolutely true. Your daily routine is the foundation upon which your success is built. It's the little things you do every day, the small choices you make, that compound over time to create massive results. But here's the reality. If you don't control your habits will control you. The difference between those who succeed and those who struggle is often found in the habits they consistently follow. The key is to build positive habits, the ones that move you closer to your goals, the ones that make you feel good about yourself, and the ones that help you grow. When you create a routine that serves you, success becomes inevitable. Now the question is, how do you build habits that lead to success? Start by identifying the small, productive actions that will move you closer to your goals. These don't have to be huge changes, but they need to be consistent. Here's an example. If your goal is to get fit, create the habit of exercising every morning, even if it's just for 20 minutes. If your goal is to build a successful business, create the habit of working on your business every day, even if it's just a small task. If your goal is to become more knowledgeable, set the habit of reading for 15 minutes a day. The key to lasting change is consistency. You won't see immediate results, but over time, those small actions add up to significant achievements. Here's a simple strategy to build powerful habits. Start small. Pick one habit you want to develop. Don't overwhelm yourself with a long list of changes. Make it daily. Consistency is the secret. Do the same thing every day to build momentum. Track your progress. Keep track of your habits. Use a journal or an app to mark your daily victories. Celebrate small wins. Don't break the chain. Once you start, don't let yourself miss a day. The momentum you create is your greatest ally. Remember, success is built one habit at a time. Your habits, no matter how small, will eventually define who you become. Step 19. Align your actions with your values. Make every decision count. One of the most powerful ways to live a life of purpose and success is to align your actions with your values. It's not enough to just work hard or hustle. You need to ensure that every step you take is connected to what truly matters to you. When your actions are aligned with your core values, every decision becomes easier. You no longer have to force yourself to stay motivated because your work is directly tied to something meaningful. You won't feel drained because you'll be working toward goals that resonate with who you are at your core. But how do you know if your actions are aligned with your values? Start by asking yourself these questions. What do I truly care about? What do I value most in life? Are my daily actions and long-term goals in harmony with those values? For example, if one of your core values is health, then your actions should reflect that. You'll prioritize exercise, nutrition, and mental wellness because your actions are in sync with your values. If you value family and relationships, you'll spend time nurturing those connections instead of endlessly chasing career achievements that pull you away from them. When your actions are aligned with your values, you're more likely to feel fulfilled. The work won't feel like a grind. It'll feel purposeful. Your energy will be channeled into what matters most. Here's how to start aligning your actions with your values. Identify your core values. Write them down. What do you truly care about? Family, health, creativity, success? Make sure your actions match your values. If your values include health, but you're skipping workouts or eating poorly, it's time to rethink your choices. If your values include relationships, but you're working 80-hour weeks and neglecting your loved ones, it's time for a shift. Make decisions based on your values. Every time you're faced with a choice, whether it's in your career, health, or personal life, ask yourself, is this decision aligned with what I value most? Let your values guide your choices. When you live in alignment with your values, you create a sense of purpose that makes everything easier. You'll have the energy to keep pushing forward, even when things get tough, because you'll be connected to what truly matters. Step 20. The power of positive environments. Your surroundings shape your success. One of the most important factors in your ability to succeed is the environment you choose to immerse yourself in. Your environment directly impacts your mindset, your habits, and your outcomes. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, doubt, or distractions, it becomes incredibly difficult to focus on your goals and achieve your potential. But when you place yourself in positive, inspiring environments, everything changes. Think about the places and people you spend the most time with. Are they lifting you up, or are they bringing you down? Do they inspire you to do better, or do they encourage complacency and procrastination? The truth is, you become like the people you surround yourself with, and your environment can either push you toward your goals or keep you stuck in mediocrity. Let's break this down. If you want to get healthier, surround yourself with people who prioritize fitness and well-being. If you want to become more disciplined, spend time with individuals who value structure, hard work, and consistency. If you want to grow your business, find others who are successful in business and learn from them. Here's how to start creating a positive environment. Evaluate your current surroundings. Look at the people and places that influence your life. Are they supportive? Do they align with your values and goals? Surround yourself with positivity. Spend more time with people who are driven, supportive, and positive. Cut out the toxic people and distractions that drain your energy and hinder your growth. Create a productive workspace. Organize your physical environment to be clutter-free and inspiring. A tidy, motivating workspace can have a powerful impact on your focus and productivity. Seek out mentorship and communities. Find mentors who can guide you and join groups or communities that are aligned with your goals. The right connections can provide valuable insights, inspiration, and support. Remember, your environment is either your greatest asset or your biggest obstacle. Make sure it's working for you, not against you. Step 21. The art of letting go. Free yourself from the weight of the past. There's something incredibly powerful about letting go. Whether it's past mistakes, regrets, or even old habits that no longer serve you, holding on to what's behind you only weighs you down. Letting go isn't just about releasing the bad. It's about freeing yourself to move forward and embrace the future without being tied to the past. Too often, we allow past failures or missed opportunities to shape our present reality. We carry the emotional weight of what didn't work out, and it hinders our ability to move forward. But here's the truth. You can't move forward if you're still holding on to the past. The past is gone, the mistakes have been made, and there's nothing you can do to change them. But you have complete control over your present and your future. Here's how to let go and free yourself from the past. Acknowledge your mistakes and failures. Recognize that they are a part of your journey, but they don't define you. Mistakes don't make you a failure. They make you a learner. You've grown from them. Forgive yourself. If you're still holding on to guilt or regret from past actions, it's time to let it go. You did the best you could at the time. Forgiveness is for you, not the past. Let it go so you can move forward. Release negative beliefs and fears. Many of us carry limiting beliefs about what we can and cannot do. These beliefs are often based on past experiences. Challenge those beliefs and replace them with empowering ones. Focus on the present. Shift your focus to the opportunities in front of you. Stop dwelling on what didn't work out and start working on what you can control right now. Set new goals and intentions. Create a fresh vision for your future. What do you want to accomplish in the next year? 5 years, 10? Start taking action today to make that vision a reality. When you let go of the past, you release the emotional baggage that's been holding you back. You create the space to pursue your goals with clarity, focus, and purpose. Freedom comes when you stop letting your past determine your future. Step 22. Taking responsibility for your outcomes. You control your destiny when it comes to success. There's one important fact you must understand. You are responsible for your life and your outcomes. It's easy to blame external circumstances, other people, the economy, bad luck, or even your upbringing for where you are in life. And while some of these factors may have influenced your path, the only thing that truly matters now is what you decide to do about it. Blaming others or external circumstances won't change anything. It's time to take full ownership of your actions and your future. You may not be able to control everything that happens to you, but you always have control over how you respond. Here's a powerful truth. You're not a victim of your circumstances. You are the creator of your reality. You must choose to take ownership of your decisions. When you stop blaming others and take responsibility for your actions, you empower yourself. You give yourself the freedom to change and to improve. What does it look like to take responsibility? Stop making excuses. The moment you accept responsibility for your life, you stop giving excuses. Excuses keep you stuck in the past. Every time you say, I can't because of this or that, you're giving your power away. Take full responsibility for where you are and take action to change your situation. Recognize your role in your current situation. It's not about blaming yourself for where you are, but understanding how your choices have led you here. If you're unhappy with your results, it's time to change your habits, mindset, and action. Own your decisions. Every choice you make is a reflection of your values, priorities, and mindset. Own them. If you've made mistakes, acknowledge them, learn from them, and move forward. Empower yourself to change. When you take responsibility, you no longer feel helpless. You realize that you have the ability to create the life you want. You can change your habits, shift your mindset, and begin taking steps toward your goals, no matter where you are starting from. The moment you take full responsibility, you unlock the power to create your future. The people who succeed aren't the ones who have it easy. They're the ones who refuse to be victims. They choose to take control of their lives, and that's exactly what you can do too. Step 23, the importance of long-term thinking. Success is a journey, not a race. In today's world, we're often conditioned to want instant results. We live in a society that values quick fixes, fast outcomes, and instant gratification. But here's the truth. Success is a journey, and that journey takes time. Many people start on their path to success, expecting quick wins and overnight results. When they don't see immediate progress, they get discouraged and give up. They don't understand that true success is built over time, through consistent effort and commitment. Long-term thinking is essential for success. You cannot expect to reach your goals without patience, persistence, and a deep commitment to the process. Every small step you take today is a building block for tomorrow. Every hour of work, every ounce of effort, every lesson learned, it all adds up. Here's the key. You have to embrace the long-term process. You won't see dramatic results tomorrow, but if you keep going, if you stay consistent, those small actions will compound over time into something massive. Think of it this way. Success is like planting a tree. You don't see the results immediately, but with consistent care, the tree starts to grow. Over time, the roots deepen, the branches expand, and eventually it bears fruit. You need to nurture your goals, work on them every day, and trust the process. If you want to achieve something extraordinary, you need to think in terms of years, not months or weeks. Ask yourself, where do I want to be in 5 years? 10 years? Don't focus on instant gratification. Focus on building a foundation for long-term success. Here's how to implement long-term thinking. Set long-term goals. Don't just think about what you want to achieve next week. Plan for the long term. Where do you want to be in a year? 3 years? 10 years? Trust the process. Understand that success takes time. Every small step, every failure, every adjustment you make along the way is part of the larger journey. Focus on consistency, not perfection. Perfection doesn't exist. The key is showing up every day, doing the work, and making incremental improvements. Be patient. Understand that results will take time. Embrace the journey, knowing that every effort you make is getting you closer to your ultimate goal. Celebrate small wins. Recognize and celebrate the progress you make, even if it's small. These victories are the building blocks that will lead to larger achievements. The most successful people are those who think long-term. They understand that the path to greatness isn't about speed, it's about persistence, patience, and steady progress. Step 24. Developing resilience. Overcoming obstacles with strength. Life is never going to be a smooth ride. There will always be bumps in the road, unexpected challenges, and moments that make you want to quit. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is resilience. It's the ability to keep going even when things get tough, to push forward in the face of adversity, and to bounce back from setbacks. Resilience is not something you're born with. It's a skill you develop. Every time you face a challenge and keep going, you build more resilience. Every time you get knocked down and choose to rise again, you become stronger. Think about all the great achievers, athletes, entrepreneurs, leaders. They've all faced immense challenges, often much greater than most of us will ever experience. But what sets them apart is their ability to persevere. They don't let obstacles stop them. They use them as fuel to keep pushing forward. Resilience isn't about avoiding hardship. It's about how you respond to it. When you're faced with a challenge, you have two choices. You can let it break you, or you can let it make you stronger. The most resilient people choose the latter. They embrace the challenge and grow from it. Here's how you can build resilience in your own life. Reframe challenges as opportunities. Instead of seeing obstacles as setbacks, see them as opportunities to grow. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? How can this make me stronger? Accept that failure is part of the process. Everyone fails at some point. Failure is not final. It's simply a part of the journey. Learn from it, adapt, and keep moving forward. Develop a strong support system. Surround yourself with people who will lift you up when times get tough. Having a solid support network can make all the difference when you're facing challenges. Focus on what you can control. In any difficult situation, focus on the aspects you can control and let go of what's out of your hands. This shift in mindset will help you maintain a sense of power and direction. Keep going, even when it's hard. Don't stop when things get tough. Keep moving forward, even if it's just a small step at a time. Resilience is built through consistent action, especially during the difficult moments. The truth is, you will face adversity. Everyone does. But it's how you respond that determines whether you succeed or fail. Develop resilience, and you'll have the strength to overcome anything life throws at you. Step 25. Celebrate progress. The power of recognizing your wins. It's easy to get caught up in the constant hustle for more. We set big goals, work tirelessly toward them, and sometimes forget to acknowledge how far we've come. But here's the truth. Celebrating your progress is one of the most powerful ways to stay motivated and continue achieving success. It's so easy to focus on what's left to be done, what you haven't accomplished yet, and the obstacles still ahead of you. But if you're constantly looking at the end goal, you're missing out on the victories you've already achieved. Small wins matter. Every day that you show up and take action is a victory. Every moment that you push through doubt, every step that gets you closer to your goal is worth celebrating. Progress isn't just about the big milestones. It's about the little steps that lead you there. When you celebrate progress, you reinforce positive habits and create momentum. You begin to feel a sense of accomplishment, which fuels your motivation to keep going. It's this cycle of recognition and action that propels you forward. Here's how you can start celebrating progress in your own life. Acknowledge small wins. Did you stick to your workout plan this week? Celebrate it. Did you make progress on your project, even if it wasn't completed? Celebrate it. These small victories matter. Track your progress. Keep a journal or a log of your wins, no matter how small they seem. When you look back at where you started, you'll realize how far you've come. Reward yourself. Set up rewards for achieving milestones. Maybe it's a night out, a favorite treat, or simply taking a moment to relax. Celebrating even the small wins keeps you motivated and reminds you that success is within reach. Be proud of yourself. Take a moment each day to recognize how hard you're working. Success doesn't happen by accident. It's the result of consistent effort, and that's worth celebrating. Shift your focus from what you haven't done to what you've already accomplished. Look at how far you've come, and let that fuel you to continue moving forward. Celebrating your progress is not about being complacent or patting yourself on the back for doing the bare minimum. It's about recognizing your hard work, staying motivated, and keeping the momentum going toward the bigger goal. You deserve to feel good about the progress you've made, no matter how small. Every step you take is another piece of the puzzle, and every win gets you closer to your ultimate goal. Step 26. Stay committed. The power of perseverance. Commitment is the cornerstone of all success. You can set goals, create plans, and start with enthusiasm. But the real key to achieving your dreams lies in staying committed, no matter how difficult the journey becomes. Every goal, every dream requires perseverance. It's not the initial excitement or the first few attempts that lead to success. It's the sustained effort over time. Commitment isn't about doing something once or twice. It's about showing up day after day, even when you don't feel like it, even when the results aren't immediate, and even when things get tough. Here's the hard truth. Success requires long-term dedication. If you look at anyone who has achieved great things, you'll find that they didn't give up after the first setback. They kept going. They persevered. They made a commitment to their success, and that commitment fueled their actions, even when progress was slow or uncertain. Perseverance is not a one-time decision. It's a mindset that you cultivate each day. It's about making a choice to stay in the game, no matter what. Here's how you can develop an unshakable commitment to your goals. Remind yourself of your why. When the going gets tough, revisit why you started in the first place. Whether it's a desire for financial freedom, personal growth, or achieving something meaningful, your why will keep you going when everything else feels like a struggle. Break down your goals into smaller tasks. The bigger the goal, the easier it is to get overwhelmed. But when you break your goal into smaller, manageable tasks, you're more likely to stay committed to finishing each step. Set non-negotiable routines. Build habits and routines that make it impossible to fail. When you commit to small, daily actions, you create momentum, and momentum makes it harder to quit. Track your progress regularly. Seeing how far you've come will motivate you to keep going. Celebrate small milestones to keep your energy high and your commitment intact. Push through the hard days. There will always be days when you feel tired, discouraged, or unmotivated. But success belongs to those who push through the discomfort and keep going even when they don't feel like it. Commitment is about choosing to keep going, even when it's hard. It's the refusal to quit, no matter what obstacles appear. When you stay committed, you'll see the results, and the results will be worth every moment of effort. Step 27, mastering time management, making every minute count. Time is the most precious commodity you have. Once it's gone, you can't get it back. Mastering time management is one of the most critical skills to succeed in life, because how you use your time directly impacts your success. It's easy to get lost in a whirlwind of tasks and distractions, but the key to mastering time management isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. The most successful people don't have more hours in a day. They simply manage their time more effectively. They make intentional decisions about where to spend their time, and they prioritize the actions that matter most. If you don't control your time, it will control you. Here's how to master time management and ensure you're using your time wisely. Plan your day the night before. Before you go to bed, write down what you need to accomplish the next day. Having a clear plan for the day ahead helps eliminate confusion and makes it easier to jump straight into action when you wake up. Prioritize your tasks. Not all tasks are created equal. Some are urgent, some are important, and some can wait. Use a priority system to identify what absolutely needs to be done first and what can be tackled later. The Eisenhower matrix, urgent versus important, is a great tool to help you organize your tasks effectively. Time block your day. Set aside specific time blocks for your most important tasks and protect that time like it's sacred. During those time blocks, eliminate distractions, put your phone on Do Not Disturb, close unnecessary tabs, and focus only on the task at hand. Eliminate distractions. The biggest enemy of productivity is distraction. Identify what distracts you the most, whether it's your phone, social media, or people around you, and take steps to remove or minimize those distractions during focused work periods. Take breaks. It might sound counterintuitive, but taking short breaks throughout your day actually boosts productivity. The Pomodoro technique is a great method for this. Work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. After 4 rounds, take a longer 20 to 30-minute break. Learn to say no. Every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. Be selective about the commitments you take on and make sure they align with your priorities and goals. Reflect and adjust. At the end of each week, Take time to reflect on how you spent your time. Are you getting closer to your goals? If not, adjust your schedule and habits to ensure you stay on track. Time management is about intention. It's about being deliberate with every moment you have, focusing on what moves you forward and making the most of the time you've been given. Step 28. Embrace accountability. Hold yourself to high standards. No one achieves success alone. While self-motivation is essential, one of the key factors that makes high achievers stand out is accountability. Accountability is the glue that holds you to your commitments, even when you don't feel like following through. It's easy to set goals and make plans, but without accountability, it's easy to let things slide. Without accountability, your goals remain wishes. So how do you embrace accountability? Set clear and measurable goals. The first step in accountability is knowing exactly what you're working toward. Be specific about your goals. Break them down into smaller, measurable actions that you can track. This clarity helps you stay focused and gives you something tangible to measure your progress. Share your goals with someone you trust. Tell a friend, family member, or mentor about the goals you're working on. The simple act of sharing your goals out loud holds you accountable to someone other than yourself. They'll check in with you, offer support, and gently nudge you forward when necessary. Find an accountability partner. A great accountability partner is someone who pushes you to do better, encourages your progress, and holds you to your word. Whether it's a coach, a mentor, or a peer, find someone who will help you stay on track and challenge you when you're tempted to procrastinate. Track your progress regularly. Keep a log or journal where you track the completion of each. Seeing your progress written down motivates you to keep going and shows you just how far. Celebrate your wins with your accountability. When you reach a milestone, share it with the person who has been holding you. Celebrate the progress and acknowledge your hard work. This will not only motivate you, but also strengthen your relationship with your accountability partner. Don't fear tough conversations. If you fall behind or hit a roadblock, it's tempting to avoid your accountability partner. But remember, the purpose of accountability is to push through the difficult moments. Your partner is there to help you get back on track, not to do. Hold yourself. Self-accountability. No one can hold you accountable unless you take ownership of yours. Every time you skip a step or procrastinate, ask yourself why. The more you reflect on your choices and hold yourself, the more you'll stay on. When you hold yourself accountable, you create a sense of urgency and commitment. You stop putting things off and start following through on your plans. Accountability keeps you in the game when things get hard and keeps your progress on track. Step 29. Embrace the power of consistent effort. Show up every day. One of the most important elements of success is simply showing up. It's easy to get caught up in the idea of needing huge bursts of energy or inspiration to make progress. But the truth is, success is made in the small, everyday actions you take, the consistent effort that compounds over time. Think about it this way. Success is not a single moment of brilliance. It's a series of small steps that lead to big results. It's showing up every day, doing what needs to be done, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it, and even when there's no instant reward. The most successful people are those who don't rely on motivation to show up. They rely on consistency. They make the effort to push forward every single day, no matter what obstacles come their way. This is how momentum builds. Small, consistent actions are what separate high achievers from everyone else. So how do you develop a consistent effort? Create daily routines. A strong, productive routine sets the stage for consistent effort. Whether it's a morning ritual, a time for focused work, or a routine for winding down in the evening. Having a routine removes the need to rely on motivation. Discipline becomes automatic. Set daily goals. Make a habit of setting achievable goals each day. These don't have to be huge milestones, but they should push you forward. Whether it's completing a task, improving a skill, or taking a step closer to your big goal, daily progress adds up. Focus on the process, not the outcome. It's easy to get discouraged when the results aren't immediate. Instead, focus on showing up and doing the work. Trust that the effort you're putting in today will pay off down the road. Consistent effort is what builds long-term success. Avoid burnout by pacing yourself. Consistency doesn't mean working yourself into exhaustion. Find a sustainable pace that you can maintain over the long term. Balance is key. Work hard, but also allow time for rest and recovery. Track your progress. Keep a log or journal where you track your daily actions. Tracking progress motivates you to stay consistent and reminds you that even the smallest efforts are getting you closer to your goal. Celebrate the small wins. Every day that you show up and take action is a win. Recognize and celebrate your consistency, no matter how small the task. Every small victory is a building block for bigger achievements. Remember, success is not about doing everything perfectly or all at once. It's about showing up, doing the work, and continuing to push forward even when things get difficult. Consistency is your secret weapon. Step 30, the final piece. Mindset is everything. It all comes down to this. Your mindset will determine your success or failure. No matter how many strategies, tools, or techniques you have, if your mindset isn't aligned with your goals, you'll struggle to achieve them. Your mindset is the lens through which you view the world. It shapes your thoughts, your actions, and how you respond to challenges. And the most successful people? They have developed a mindset that empowers them to keep going no matter what obstacles they face. Here's the truth. Success starts in your mind. If you believe you can succeed, if you believe you have the ability to overcome obstacles and push through difficulties, you'll find ways to make it happen. But if you believe you're stuck, if you think that success is out of reach or that you're not good enough, your actions will reflect those beliefs. So how do you develop the mindset of success? Adopt a growth mindset. As we've discussed earlier, a growth mindset is the belief that you can improve through effort and learning. Embrace challenges as opportunities to grow, not as reasons to quit. Failure is not permanent, it's simply part of the process. Every setback is a lesson that will bring you closer to your goal. Think positively. Positive thoughts breed positive actions. When you focus on what you can achieve instead of what you can't, you open yourself up to more opportunities. Surround yourself with positivity, whether it's through books, podcasts, or people who uplift you. Be your own biggest cheerleader. Visualize your success. Visualization is a powerful tool that top achievers use. When you visualize yourself succeeding, whether it's achieving a goal, finishing a project, or overcoming a challenge, it helps create a sense of certainty and confidence. See yourself at the finish line, and it will fuel your determination to keep going. Practice gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you don't have to what you do have. It helps you stay grounded and keeps you motivated. When you acknowledge the good things in your life, even the small victories, you create a positive cycle that propels you forward. Make it a habit to practice gratitude every day. Focus on solutions, not problems. When challenges arise, don't dwell on what went wrong. Instead, focus on how to solve the problem. Action beats analysis. Take a proactive approach to challenges by looking for solutions and learning from each experience. Embrace discomfort and uncertainty. Success rarely comes without discomfort. Whether it's working long hours, taking risks, or stepping outside of your comfort zone, discomfort is a sign that you're growing. Embrace the uncertainty. It means you're moving towards something greater. Be relentless in your pursuit. When things get tough, don't quit. When the road gets rough, keep going. Relentlessness is one of the most powerful qualities of successful people. It's not about how many times you fall down. It's about how many times you get back up. Take ownership of your future. You are the one who holds the power to change your life. Don't wait for someone else to do it for you. Take responsibility for your decisions, your actions, and your results. When you own your future, you realize you have the power to shape it the way you want. Final thoughts. The journey to your success. Success is not a destination, it's a journey. The path to greatness requires commitment, resilience, discipline, and you will face challenges, setbacks, and doubt. But as long as you keep showing up, stay committed, and keep your mindset, you will continue. Your future is in your hands. It's easy to fall into the trap of waiting for the perfect time to begin, but remember, the best time to start is always now. Every day you delay is a day you can't get back. Don't let fear, doubt, or complacency hold you back. Step into your power, take action, and keep moving forward. Your dreams are possible, and you have everything you need to make them a reality. Now that we've covered these transformative steps, if you're ready to take action and truly change your life, the next step is simple. Start now. Keep going. Embrace the journey. If you found this content valuable, follow and subscribe for more insights, strategies, and tools to help you develop a Stoic mindset, build discipline, and turn the impossible into reality.